Welcome back to my channel. This channel is dedicated to Welcome back to my channel. This channel is dedicated to finding items at garage sales, thrift stores, and flipping them online for a profit. Now, eBay, Mercari, as well as Poshmark. Today we're going to talk about a garage sale haul at one location because it ended up being a private pick. I went to a garage sale. They see that I had a GoPro on, and I let them know that I sold items on eBay and that the prices were good prices, but prices I wasn't able to pay because I wanted to flip them on eBay. So being honest with someone goes a long way. We had the opportunity to discuss a little bit more about the prices, and she even showed me some of the items that she hadn't had a chance to list. They were really good items, vintage items, items that I wanted to get my hands on, and I let her know that. But I let her know that those prices right now weren't for me, and that I might be interested at a later time. She took my number down and called me a couple of days later. When she called me a couple of days later, it became a private pick. I'm not going to say the person's name, or I didn't record there because they asked me not to. And of course, you need to respect that. But I have some great items that I want to show you. I'm very excited to show you. So let's go ahead and get started. Made some notes here. I don't know the prices on everything, but I will put the comps up when they are my active listings. So let's go ahead and get started with my active listings. The first thing are these two from 1970s. The show was actually called Space 1999. Just think about that. 1999 was the future. Well, we're way past that now. But this person is Dr. Helena and Commander Koenig. Of course, I wasn't even thought of probably when this show was on, so I don't know what that was about. Dr. Koenig, I'll get that comp on screen, as well as Dr. Helena, as well as Commander Koenig. I'll get that on screen. Now, I'm grinning because this pick continues to give back over and over. I didn't know I had this guy. I don't even know what his name is. But I believe he was part of that show, Space 99. So those of you that were around during that time or use Google search, let me know who this is. I'll get him listed later. Okay, moving on. Some of the items that she was able to give me as well were from 1970. So the Superset road machines. I wasn't able to find it in eBay yet, but I'm thinking $25, maybe $30 for this. As you can see, the packaging is a little bit busted up, so it's definitely used. But I'm gonna get this one listed probably in a couple of days here. These as well, not a lot of money here, but they're cool. I mean, they're Hot Wheels. Going into the fourth quarter is what I was thinking. Going in the fourth quarter, there's rumors that maybe there's not going to be as many toys, different things like that. I thought I'd pick them up because the price was right. These are just Hot Wheels gift pack. And I didn't pay the $6. As you can imagine, we negotiated on a lot of the prices, and I'll let you know what I paid for everything at the end. This is new. She did ask that she could take the train out of this one because I believe it was her nephew that she wanted to give that to. And you want to build relationships. Don't be stingy. I had no problem with saying, heck yeah. I mean, it's more important for a kid to play with a toy versus me selling something. So I'm going to be able to sell this pack as well. I'll just make sure I notate that in the description that it's missing one. This Hyperdrive from Tonka. Tonka's, again, as you can imagine, is a good brand. It is still in the packaging. I believe it's sealed. Now, the packaging is kind of beat up. It is from 1989, so it is an older one. The comps were $24 approximately. I don't have this one listed, so you won't see that on screen, but if I remember correctly, it was approximately $24. I'm planning on lotting up all of these vintage toys. And they were from the 80s as well. Dropping things. But I have a bunch of them. They're going for approximately $5–10 each. So lotting them up, you're going to be able to make your money and get inventory moving a lot faster. So that's what I'm doing with those. This is something I decided to take a risk on because it was practically given to me. This is Tupperware. It's just mini Tupperware for keychains, different things like that. And so they're already nice and lotted up in the bags. So I'm going to dump them out, take a few pictures of them, and probably ask approximately $20–25 each for each lot. Just something I'll be able to do. I will look through them more specifically to see if maybe one is one of those home runs. You just never know. So make sure you do your research. And I'll make sure I do my research on these bags. As you can imagine, I have a lot to go through, but I wanted to make sure I brought this video to you and let you know the opportunities that are out there. These two I'm going to lot up together as well. The mini die-cast metal machines from 1981 should get approximately $20–25 for these lotted up together. Just a reminder, I do put best offers on. So when I provide a price to you, those are towards the higher end. There are going to be times where I put it on sale or I take that best offer because I want to get those. I want to get inventory moving. I want to get cash flowing into the business. All right, these are some fun ones. I found these two in a great vehicle. I'll leave it at that. That vehicle I'll show you here in a few moments. But these, they're from the company called Topper from the 1970s. The back says 1973 on both of these, and the heads say 1975. This one's beat up a little bit, but I do have these active listings, so I'll put those comps on there and what I'm asking for. And I believe there were some watchers on those already. Now, a quick story. My first date, if you would per se, was actually to Pocahontas. So when I was on this private pick, that's kind of what I started with having a story of why I wanted to pick these up. This one was from Pocahontas, and if the box was in great condition, if I remember correctly, it was going for $60 or so. I'll put my active listing. I put in the description that the box is pretty beat up, but I still consider it new because it is still in the box. And the wires are still connected to it. So it's never been pulled out and played with. So I'm still going to consider it as new, but make sure you take good pictures and people know what the description of that box is. Hunchback of Notre Dame. So everything that I'm showing you right now, I offered 15 total. So that was the Pocahontas, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is also sealed with some damage on the box. Ballet Masquerade. She actually has a lot more Barbie dolls, and but she had somebody else that might be interested in them. So I backed off and said fine. And she let me know that the other people thought this was the most valuable Barbie doll of them all. And as we were moving up through the negotiation, through the conversation, through the night, I said jokingly that, hey, to get it to where we want it to be, I'll take this one. And she said okay. She was okay with that. This is new in the box. And I do have this one as an active listing, so I'll put the comps on the screen. I really like this one because Looney Tunes is my jam. As you can see, this box is a little busted up or smashed as well. But this Looney Tunes back in action with Barbie is something I wanted to grab. I have that one as an active listing as well right now. I'm hoping it goes again going into fourth quarter. It is definitely something that's cool. Not something I would play with, but I do appreciate it. Again, Pocahontas. It has the Kmart sticker. I always look at that since we don't have a Kmart here anymore, so you know it has to be old. This one is a color splash, and the hair color changes. So yeah, this was part of that lot as well. little bit more Pocahontas here. We have the dog, Sleep and Eat Percy. I haven't looked this one up, and I don't think I'll look it up quite yet since I have so much to get processed and on there. I do have a profit pile that I need to work through, but that was intentional. As garage sales stop, I still need items that I'm able to list throughout the winter time. So some of these may not be listed for a couple of months. Now, toys like this, I'm going to try to get out there because of fourth quarter. So, Sleep and Eat Percy. Percy was part of the lot. Still going with the Pocahontas theme. Flutter and Flower Flit. Same story. This was part of the bulk. Okay, we're moving on. I believe that was part of the last item, part of that bulk of $15. Now, I also got a Singer Tiny Tailor mending machine. You know, watching YouTube, I see other people picking up sewing machines or different machines, so you know I have to try it. The cool thing about it is this box is also a little bit damaged, but in here it is brand new. So that is definitely the deal of the day. Happy about that. We have Barbie Sparkles. Again, it is horses, so maybe $10, $12. It might not be listed for a while. All right, so this one I think is cool. You know, there's collectors out there that wants a Coca-Cola clock. This is one I haven't seen. I mean, it's probably common. I do have it listed out there. When I was there, though, I wasn't able to find any active listings. So I wasn't sure if it was worth any money, and I offered $1 for this one. As you can see with the active listings, if I'm able to get that amount, I let her know I'm going to give her a call back and give her a little bit more money, because one of my goals is to be straightforward with anybody that I'm negotiating with. So there are times where I'm showing them the sold comps and showing them what I think I can get that for, so they can feel comfortable with the price as well. Yeah, some people think that's going to hurt your negotiation. In the end, if you're transparent and trustworthy, the negotiation will continue to move forward. The goal is for both parties is to come out happy. So back to this Coca-Cola. The box is pretty busted up. I still consider it new, because just like that other toy, it has never been taken out of the box. And this was back in 1993. So I believe someone will want to grab this. I think it's cool, but I want to sell it as well. So did you know horses are popular and people collect them? If you didn't, now you do. Grand Champions. Skagway, which isn't around anymore. So again, hey, it might be vintage. And it was. This one was in 1995. Grand Champion Stallion. Now, this one I have as an active listing, which you'll see up there. Now, why do I have that price? I don't know if this one will go for that, but you will also see over here what I sold, a Grand Champion Western Edition, if I remember correctly, on how much I sold that for. All right, I'm wrapping up here, but before I do, I want to ask you to hit subscribe. Also, I have one more thing to show you. Hit subscribe, if you would please. Share with your friends if you like this type of content. And of course, hit that like button. Comments down below if you enjoy this, or if you're somebody who recognized some of these items, please let me know about what you remember about them. Did you play with them? Or did you find them in a private pick or at a garage sale and were able to flip them? Now, the best of them all, this is something she actually took me into her house and showed me. When I saw that and looked up the comps on it, I was shocked. I showed her, but man, I wanted to buy it right then and there when I was at that garage sale. Here it is. Check out this baby. It is a Tonka Volkswagen Indian. Made in the USA. I'll put the comps up here. But this thing is nice. Something I would love to go on top of a hill when I was 5 years old and roll it down and probably break half of this crap that's on here. So it is definitely in good condition. Opens up right here so people can put their toys, and this is actually where I found those topper toys, but I am selling them separately. That comp of mine, my active listing is a little bit higher, but still, I purchased that with everything here. You see the active listing? Everything that you see here, I paid $100 for. So we always talk about making your money back. I almost made the money back with that one horse minus taxes and fees. I'll need to sell another horse to actually do that, but that is the haul, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm also hoping that she calls me back and I'm able to look at some additional items that she has. So first of all, if you're watching, I do appreciate you taking the time to walk me through everything that you had. It was a great time, and I hope we can do that again. So until next time, thank you for visiting and have a great day.